Hi guys, so got another battle report for you. This time it is at the club again, and it was my Blood Angels against some Space Wolves. So my Blood Angels list, I'd changed it up a bit. I'd got rid of Captain Slam and changed him for a captain without a jump pack. He had a master crafted bolt pistol and a power fist. I had the two tactical squads and the scout squad the same. Got rid of the sanguinary guard and I got rid of the land speeder, and instead had 9 death company with various weapon options and a chaplain. So yeah, we rolled off and it was a recon mission. So 6 objectives, and we were playing Maelstrom of War, so it was all these tactical cards and everything like that. So we had to split our forces into 3, and we had then to set up one unit. One section of that 3. So unfortunately mine fell to the 2 tanks and the captain. His fell to a Storm Wolf, I think it's called Storm Wolf, the big flying space wolf ship, and that had 5 wolfen inside it. So this was pretty much the deployment. So you can see my tanks down at the bottom left and his Storm Wolf up on the top right. So first turn came and he won the roll off, so he went first, and basically this happened. So yeah, his Stormwolf just came straight over and shot everything at my tanks. Now, Mike, who the guy I play against, is probably the most unluckiest gamer I've played against in a while. Including myself. I mean, you know what my saves are like for Space Marines. If I do 3-up save, and I'll roll a 1 all the time. But Mike here had 2 las cannons, the Hellfrost guns, whatever they are, and then about 4 or 5 multi-melters on this thing. The poor guy missed with every single weapon. Not one hit my unit. So yeah, he was pretty disappointed, as I would be. So 300 point unit, and it didn't hit. So going into my first turn, and I was extremely lucky for once. So every unit I had in reserve, I managed to roll so that they came onto the board. So I deployed them like this. Pretty much everything surrounded the Stormwolf, and then proceeded to fire at it repeatedly. Everything shot at it. I think I got it down to about 8 wounds or something like this with all my shooting, and then the death company charged in and killed it. They only needed 1 round, so I didn't need to do the stratagem where I repeat the attacks. So yeah, that was pleasing. 300 point unit killed without any losses. Unfortunately, the Wolfen jumped out. After that, none of them died from the impact, so yeah, they jumped out. This turn they charged into my death company and killed them to a man, basically, which was nice, and I don't think I killed any in return. So yeah, it was a great little fight, but what can I say? His turn, he also brought on some grey hunters, which came in the building with the drop pod. So drop pod came down just below the middle building, and they deployed into the building itself. So yeah, like I said, they killed the wolf and killed all of the death company, apart from the chaplain, who attacked back, and I think he caused 1 wound on them. So that wasn't great. But next turn, the chaplain retreated away. He flew to the top of the building to the right there, just out of shot, and everything shot at the Wolfen and killed them. So I was feeling fairly happy. I'd lost the death company, 200 and something odd points, but in response I'd killed God knows how many points of Wolfen, I don't know how many points they are, and the Stormfang. So I was reasonably happy at this point, although I felt very bad for Mike, who's, like I say, was just so unlucky. So his turn, and yeah, he just I don't think come on. He kept casting with Njaal's Stormcaller, what they call him. I can't remember what his name is. Stormcaller. So his list was basically Stormcaller, Wolfen, 5 Wolfen, Stormfang, 2 units of Grey Hunters, and a drop pod. So I'd killed the big scary units by now. And his third turn, he was just kind of... He was moving inside that building, making sure he could get ranges of fire and stuff like that, but he wasn't really coming for me. So my third turn, I decided to advance. Moved up, shot about 3 or 4, I think it was... He had 5 grey hunters in there, so I killed 4 of them. There was 1 left. So I think at this point he was quite worried that he was going to get tabled. Which I don't think I could do anyway, because there's... At the very back of that big bunker, there's 5 grey hunters in there, which I couldn't really shoot at and I couldn't get at, so they were going to be difficult. So yeah, so my third turn, I moved up towards the last grey hunter in that building and the drop pod with the 2 tactical squads and the captain. I redeployed my my chaplain. Because I had the card that was noble self-sacrifice, so if he died in the charge phase he charges, I get a victory point. And I wasn't using him for much, so I decided to charge him against Stormcaller. Caused about 2 wounds on Stormcaller, and Stormcaller did the same back, so he didn't actually kill the chaplain, which I was disappointed by. Because it meant I could have got a victory point. So yeah, I think he had managed to get 1 victory point in a prior turn from claiming 1 of the objectives. And yeah, I hadn't got any yet. So he was actually leading 1-0. And that was the combat. So his turn, he killed the chaplain in his combat. He shot another couple of Marines from the front tactical squad. Oh yeah, my melter died in my plasma gun in the second tactical squad died in the previous turn from trying to shoot the wolf and overpowered. That didn't happen. Killed the last grey hunter and charged a drop pod, hoping to kind of get rid of that, but it didn't happen. And the captain moved around to confront Stormcaller. Yeah, didn't go well. Stormcaller killed him. And he had a D3 victory points for claiming him, so we got 3 victory points for that, and I think he got 1 for killing my warlord as well. So he was up to 6 now, and I was on 1. So it was looking pretty bad for me. So I moved up everything around objectives. The tactical squads charged Stormcaller and the drop pod together, and I couldn't really shoot anything else. He chewed his way through the tactical squad, and I tried to do some wounds in the response, but I only got him down to 2 wounds by the end of turn 6. I did get a couple of objective cards which said if I held at least 3 objectives and double the amount of objectives he did, I could get D3 victory points. I rolled a 1, and I had that twice, and I rolled another 1. So in the end, it turned out I think the points were about 6-4. Overall, so he won the game. Really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to playing Mike again. And Mike, if you are listening, I hope you have a bit of better luck next time with your Stormfang. Sorry, pal. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we've got a live action one coming up soon. I've got an Age of Sigmar against my boss, weirdly. That's going to be on the 2nd of October. We're doing that, so I'm not sure when the video for that will be up, but hopefully maybe a week or so after that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.